Surprise, surprise, we have another episode 8 script leak, and right off the bat, it's fishy to say the least, so please take this one with a grain of salt, and it comes from Reddit, so yeah. A Redditor by the name Lou Evil One has posted a Reddit leak about the Star Wars Episode 8 script, so it might be fake, but it's a fun read nonetheless. Let's go through it. So he warns us with spoilers in the beginning, and I'm gonna do the same for anybody who thinks this is true. You have been warned right now. So he starts off by saying that the working title is Echoes of the Dark Side, and yeah, I hope that's a working title because it sucks. He goes on to say that it's divided into 3 equally important plot threads that don't converge until the third act, Rey's, Finn's, and Kylo's. There's not nearly as much action as The Force Awakens in the first 2 acts, but the third act goes full on crazy. The broad structure of Episode 8 is not as similar as to Empire Strikes Back as The Force Awakens was as New Hope, but the parallels are still present. Rey is training in ways of the Force with an old Jedi Master, Luke, on a wild planet, while Finn and Poe are in a beautiful city that has a shady, sinister underpinning. Finn and Poe are betrayed by Kylo Ren, who uses them as a bait to draw Rey out of hiding so Kylo and Rey can have a duel in an industrial portion of the city. The backstory to Luke and his Jedi being wiped out is that Snoke seduced Kylo and a few of the other students to the dark side and tasked them with killing everyone. Luke and a few others survived, including a young Rey who was subsequently dumped on Jakku by Luke. But the sad news, Rey's mom died in the attack. Rey is pissed at Luke because she guessed that he was her father and is angry at him for abandoning her. But there's a twist. Luke turns to her and says, "No, you are my father." Now this ties in with a theory that I posted a couple of months ago that says that Rey is the reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker. It continues, Luke went to the first Jedi Temple to better understand how the process works. He learned that the spirit of the Chosen One is reincarnated by the Force every time the universe is thrown out of balance, which apparently happens on a semi-regular basis. Anakin was hardly the first time the Chosen One reincarnated. This is why she's so crazy powerful with the Force in The Force Awakens. Rey was the product of a virgin birth, but the midichlorians aren't mentioned. In the script, it says that Luke has the line that apparently he says to Rey, "You are a child of the Force." Luke is hesitant to train her because according to Jedi history, the Chosen One always struggles with staying on the light side of the Force because of the chaotic power running through them. Essentially, he's afraid that she would become another Vader. If he trains her to fight Kylo and she turns to the dark, she would do way more damage to the galaxy than Kylo could ever dream of doing. He ultimately trains her anyway and leaves everything up to the Force. He makes the decision in a scene where he confers with the ghosts of Obi-Wan and Yoda. This is the point of the movie where Ewan McGregor and Frank Oz come back. Rey then learns lightsaber skills, Force skills, and has a vision quest thing where she talks with Maz Kanata and Hayden Christensen, aka Anakin Skywalker. Anakin then tells him that she is him, but different. And there's a quick scene where we see hundreds of Force ghosts who are implied to be the past Chosen Ones. Rey feels Finn's distress elsewhere in the galaxy and says she needs to go to him. Luke tells her about the time he felt his friends in distress and Yoda told him to stay and finish his training, and his disobedience led him to pain. But then he says that he isn't Yoda and has his own way of doing things. So as a result, he tags along with her to go to help. Finn wakes up on a Resistance cruiser and is told by Poe that they are already en route to the makeshift Republic homeworld in the wake of the capital planet being blown up by the Starkiller base. Of course, the Republic homeworld in The Force Awakens was blown up by the Starkiller base. Yes, that's true. That was the Hosnian Prime. Now, Leia wants to lobby them to go to war. The Republic is being led by an interim dictator named Lord Vikram. Now, this is the character played by Benicio del Toro, who was quickly put into power by a few senators still around to maintain order. Starkiller's destruction of the Republic core worlds caused the galactic communication disruption because everything was routed through those worlds. So Vikram is trying to re-establish contact and ensure the Republic doesn't collapse into anarchy. Leia and Vikram butt heads. Vikram agrees that the Republic has to go to war with the First Order, but wants to wait for communications to come back online so they can muster up a sizable force. All they have right now is a single small fleet. Leia disagrees and wants to take the war to the First Order now while Snoke is still reeling from the Starkiller destruction. She says both sides are in chaos, which makes this the opportune time to strike. Vikram counters by telling her she's letting her personal emotions over Han's death get in the way, and Leia throws it back at him by telling he was always a little snake of a politician when they would argue back in her Senate days, etc., etc. The Republic planet is safe because it's protected by a high-end shield that can repel any invasion or bombardment from the First Order. Finn and Poe are tasked by Leia to investigate the city because one of Leia's contacts informed her that the First Order have spies embedded into the Republic. Leia suspects Vikram. Finn quickly becomes enamored by Leia's contact, Shala, which is played by Kelly Marie Tran, who tags along with him and Poe through the underbelly of the city to gather information. Finn and Shala have a flirty romance subplot in a nighttime adventure through the rustic old city. Finn, Poe, and Shala then all corner the culprit, Vikram's aide, who has evidence of contact between Vikram and the First Order. Leia and some resistance fighters confront Vikram and throw him in jail for treason. He denies everything, and the rest of the Republic officials are horrified because Leia basically overthrew their leadership. Leia assumes control of the planet's defenses and puts Finn in charge of the shield codes. Finn and Shala have a moment, and Finn mentions his confusion about why Vikram didn't just lower the shields for the First Order. They walk into a room and Phasma is standing there, and Shala draws a gun on Finn and forcibly takes the codes for disarming the shields for him. She says she planted the evidence, using Finn to get the codes, and basically that she thinks he's a dirty traitor to the First Order. In a moment of pure pottery, Phasma makes Finn lower the shields. Then the First Order fleet jumps out of hyperspace and invades the planet, quickly capturing Finn, Poe, and Leia. Kylo starts to torture Finn using the Force, knowing that it will draw Rey out of hiding and into his trap. This is where the article stops. Now, of course, if this is indeed a leaked script, this is not a fully leaked script. This is parts of the script, so this is just the beginning and the middle. The end is not disclosed on this article. Again, not saying this is true, but it's a fun read nonetheless. And it coincides with some theories that we've heard of. Who knows, maybe this guy is just a genius who put all the theories together and made a script by himself. And I say to him, kudos. This is a pretty fun read, whether it's true or not. Which begs the question, let me know what you guys think about this script. Could this be true, and would you love it to be true? Is it a good story, and are you happy with it? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more. This has been your bro BessY, and may the Force be with you always. So that's it for today. Now, if you want the latest news and theories about other franchises such as Marvel and DC, go ahead and subscribe to my second channel at Movieville. Also follow me on Twitch, where we do live streams every week. Join me on Twitter. Also, now you can become my patron, where you can get access to some great rewards. And lastly, be sure to check out my website at BessY.com, where we post almost daily all the news and the theories that can't make it on my main channels. You can find it over there. That's it. Be sure to subscribe for more, and thank you for watching BessY, where my fans are my besties.